Let me load it up. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Bruh. What was I even about to read? I don't even know. Whoa! I'm so weird. My weirdness is so unexplainable. No, not that one. No, not that one either. I'll just read them. Should I read them in order? Yeah, I guess I will. Okay. Okay. This hair is all up in my face. Okay. So. Hello, guys. That was so formal and awkward. Wow. I'm an awkward person, so this is probably going to be really awkward now that I can see myself on camera and all that stuff. Still hiding my lazy eye. Because I'm wearing contacts and look, it keeps going back no matter how hard I try. Yeah, usually it goes back, so I don't know what it's doing, but, you know, whatever. It'll be whatever for right now. I have a Wattpad account, as you might know, because it might be in the description of some of my videos. Yeah, it's in some of there. So, my account is FriendlyDragon478, and I have a Short Stories Volume 1 book. I only finished my first poetry book, my Poems and Quotes book, Volume 1. I have 95 quotes in it, and 100... I don't know, 6-ish in my poems in there. I just drew a blank. Oh, yeah. I have a second poetry book up, too. My Poems and Quotes Volume 2. There's not as many in there. I think I have up to, like, 100 teens something poems up, because I have some saved as drafts that I just haven't uploaded yet, so I don't know for sure how many I have. And then lots and lots more quotes. But right now I'm about to read my Short Stories Volume 1 book. I haven't finished it yet. But I have some stories, and some of them, I have different genres. Oh, no, I accidentally put something. Go back. Ah, no. Okay, cool. So, I have multiple story genres, like I just said. I have danger, fairy tale, friendship, kids, miscellaneous, nonfiction, which is just about middle school, crazy middle school, romance, and sad. For some reason, I've done a lot more sad ones than I have any other kind, so I don't know why, but I'm going to read that one now. One of them now. It's called Schmaccident. So, I'm just going to read it, and you guys can see how you feel about it. I don't know. I thought it was okay to me. I don't remember when I wrote this. Let's see. There's comments. So let's see about when I wrote this. June 16th, 2017. Okay, so basically I wrote this almost a full year ago. In 10 days it'll be a full year. So, let's read this. Accident. Main character voice, let's go. I switch off the radio and sit in silence, just as the light turns green. My foot taps lightly on the gas, and I feel myself propel forward. I inhale, then exhale, the exercise calming my jumbled nerves. Nervous? Why are you nervous? My mind asks, despite already knowing the answer, since it is, well, my mind. I've just been asked to be a godmother, that's why. That too by my best friend. Sure, I've handled plenty of children before, considering the fact that I was a child nurse and I used to work at a daycare, but this is different. My friend and her spouse are essentially entrusting me with their child's life. Well, such is the case for nursing and being part of daycare staff, but still, this is different. Wow, this is so much more, I don't know, intimate, I guess. They even went so far as to appoint me legal guardian over their child, meaning if something happens to them, or, God forbid, they die, I'd be the parent forever. Much more serious than watching a kid for like 4 hours, eh? So that brain is why I'm so jittery. And feel like I'll turn into a pool of peach-colored goop that mucks up the car's floor and floods out of my open window at any given moment. On top of that, I am headed to said friend's house right now to meet the child for the first time. Of course, I am excited, I haven't seen my bestie in months, but at the same time, I am terrified. What if the kid doesn't like me? What if I suck at parenting? What if I get laid off and can't support the kid? Am I even cut out for this? Why would they choose me? Oh gosh, I can't do this. Okay, Leah, relax. You don't have to parent the child yet. Calm down. There's plenty of time to figure all that stuff out. The kid will like you and you will like the kid. Chillax. I do some more breathing exercises as I drive and turn my focus on the cool air blowing through the driver's side window. The breeze causes my hair to flutter and soar above my head, probably messing up all the work I did with my flat iron in an attempt to tame it. Oh well, it was never going to survive the entire day anyway. Still not feeling 100% relaxed, I plug the aux into my phone. Back Together by Robin Thicke featuring Nicki Minaj instantly fills my ears, so I turn it up. My shoulders relax and my hands loosen their vice-like grip on the steering wheel as I begin to lose myself in the music. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, then now it's your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better... Sorry, I got triggered. I sway to the music a little, my eyes glued to the road. I let myself become completely lost in the beat and the sweet sound of Robin Thicke's voice. So lost that I don't think of anything other than driving for a few miles. Ping! The sound of my text tone brings me out of my silent reverie, immediately causing the oblivious walls that surrounded my brain to crash into tiny air molecules and burst into a gazillion miscellaneous pieces. Don't answer that, my brain warns. Wasn't planning to, I reply. Good. My gaze still on the road, I brake just in time to avoid a collision with some idiot who, for some reason, decided to turn right in front of me. Newsflash, turn signals are placed on cars for a reason. Not only did you just turn without your signal on, you cut across and went during my turn. I mean, who the heck even are you? I swear these freaking drivers get worse and worse as the years go by. They make me feel like ramming my car into the back of theirs. Yeah, right. I would never do that. My car is too precious. A lovable 2011 white Kia Sorento SX-AWD. Plus, I would not want to pay for any of the damages or perk up the murder rate for accidents. Ping! Again, my text tone goes off. Who is it? I start to wonder. It's been like 5 minutes since they last texted. Being the good lady that I am, I ignore my phone and keep my eyes on the road. I obey traffic laws and smooth my pace down to 47 as the speed limit changes to 45. Note. In most cases, police will not pull you over if you go a few speeds over the speed limit, unless there's a fear of pedestrians or children. Usually, as long as you aren't going 12 notches over, you're a show deal. Now, if the speed limit is 45, like it is right now, and you're going 76, that is an obvious issue. Of course, if they do decide to pull you over for going 11 speeds over the limit, don't blame me. You shouldn't have been speeding. Ping! Once again, my phone's text tone goes off, distracting me from my inner rant. Who is texting me? It must be important. My brain tries to keep my attention on the road, but this time, my curiosity is at its peak. What is so important that someone has to text me so much, right now? Or is it different people? I glance over at my phone that sits in the passenger side's cup holder, but the screen isn't facing me. I frown. Maybe if I just... No, I won't check it. Ping, ping, ping. Ugh. Just a little peek can't hurt, can it? Before I know it, my right hand is leaving the steering wheel and headed towards my phone. My fingers grasp it and pull it from its place. I look away from the road for a split second and open my messages. 2 are from my mom, telling me to have a safe trip and that she loves me. 1 is from a random number, and the last 3 are from my boyfriend, Quill. My heart warms at my mom's message, but hers aren't the ones I respond to. I click on my boyfriend's contact and chuckle at his messages. These ones are written with care. They have no text slings. Hey, sweets. I just wanted to let you know that there's no need to be nervous. The kid will love you. I just know it. I should have said that in the guy's voice, shouldn't I have? Okay. It's gonna suck. Alright, ready? Hey, sweets. I just wanted to let you know that there's no need to be nervous. The kid will love you. I just know it. Smiley face emoji. Since I know it'll all go well, I have a surprise for you when you get back. Winky face emoji. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. Love you, but not more than brownies. Q. Kissy face emoji. It's like, no, that was so weird. An unattractive snort emits from me as I chuckle at his last text. I know he loves me more than brownies, but I don't love him more than cookies. Okay, maybe I do. I look up just in time to see a small figure crash against my windshield before collapsing onto the ground. For a second, I am paralyzed, so I don't even think to brake, but by the time I do, the damage is already done. I immediately hop out of the car to rush to the person's aid as I take in the scene. My eyes widen at what I realize. I was completely in the wrong. My car is now half on the sidewalk and half in the road. My eyes shift over to the person I hit. They are my top priority. No, how could I? My heart swells at what I spot in front of my car. A boy. A little boy. No older than 6. His face is slightly smashed in and blood gushes out of his head. His right arm is twisted in some weird position that can't be normal, in his leg. Oh God, his leg. I feel like I might puke. Puke at my horrible deed and the horrible sight that came from it. No. I back away from the body, my eyes wide with terror. Help! I scream, my voice startling my ears. Somebody! Help! I rush back to my car to grab my phone, but I can't find it. Where is this thing? I cry, tears blurring my vision. I tear my car upside down, but I don't find it. Finally, I spot it on the ground outside of my door. It must have fallen. I rapidly punch in the numbers 103 for an ambulance. Hello? Yes, hello. Please come fast. I hit a kid with my car, and I don't know where his mother is. The nearest house address is 3051 Roanoke Court, 20819. Please hurry. Oh God, I don't know if he's gonna... That was a random address, by the way. Please don't go to somebody's house. That's weird. Don't do that. Okay. I stumble over my words and choke on my tears, unable to complete my last statement. My name is Leah Davidson. My license plate is B4C0N1. I won't run away. I'm staying with the child. I'm about to start CPR and rescue breathing. The line is silent for a second, then it goes dead. No! I smack my phone again and again in the hopes that I can bring back a connection, but it is all to no avail. In anguish, I throw it at the ground and sob. Forget it. I don't need it. I run over to the boy and brush his beach blonde hair aside. He is unconscious and I don't see his chest moving up, which means he might not be breathing. I place my ear above his mouth, but feel no air tickle it. I'm sorry, I whisper. I am so sorry. I check his pulse. Nothing. My body does what it was trained to do. I carefully and slowly push the child's shoulders so that he is flat on his back. My hands work at their own accord, leaving me to watch. I place my hand on his forehead and tilt his head back a little, then begin CPR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please wake up. Please. You aren't supposed to die yet. You've got so much life to live. 17, 18. Come on, kid. Come on. 19, 20. I open his mouth, place one hand under his chin and the other on his forehead, tilting it back, and look, listen, and feel for breaths. Nothing. Tears sting my eyes, so I wipe them away. I need to be able to see clearly to do this properly. I pinch the child's nose, keep his chin and head lifted, and place my mouth on his own, giving 2 rescue breaths. His chest rises, but once I finish, it doesn't rise on its own. Again, I start chest compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The sound of sirens doesn't stop me from doing my job. I finish the compressions and give 2 rescue breaths, but I can't tell through my blurry eyes if he is breathing. Paramedics quickly put the boy on a gurney and sent him to the ambulance, where they hook all kinds of wires and oxygen tanks to him. The door shut and a woman signals for me to drive behind them to the hospital. I follow without protest, completely freaking out. The boy's parents arrive soon after I am seated in the hospital's waiting room. Luckily, the boy had a sort of profile card with a picture of him and his name on it, so the paramedics quickly informed them of what happened. Apparently, they were out at a restaurant enjoying their anniversary, and they hired a sitter for him. I guess he didn't like her because he snuck out of the house, the intent apparently being to run to his friend's house. I sit in silence, sneaking glances at the boy's parents. They look disheveled and weary. The mother's blue eyes are downcast and dull. the father's face hard, but the pain in his hazel green eyes is obvious. I can't imagine the pain I must be putting them through by hitting their son. I'm horrified, and he's not even my son. How must they feel? Tears begin to block my vision again, and I feel myself sag into the chair. My sobs must have been too loud because a second later a voice asks, "Are you all right?" I look up, and I can just about feel my heart split in two. It's the mother. My mouth opens, but no sound comes out. I don't even know what to say. She tries to smile, but it doesn't reach her eyes. "Well, I'm sure whatever it is will work out just fine." "How can you say that?" I shout. "I'm the reason you're even here." I break down, my sobs turning into ugly hiccups, the tears of a devil. Silence passes over us. You mean you're the one who hit my little Wyatt?" A deep masculine voice questions. I have a song in there, it's an unsteady by ex-ambassadors and apologize by One Republic, that is who did it, right? I don't know. Mashup, and I don't know how to say the name, but it's L-E with that accent, V-I-E. He did the mashup. It was pretty good. It's in the story, but you can't listen to it while reading. So, unless you're on desktop. Anyway, let's get back into it. I would suggest playing it while reading, though, if you can. Anyway, I don't deny it. Yes, and I'm so sorry. I looked down at my phone, and I didn't see him, and I hit him. Oh, God, I hit him. I shouldn't have looked at my phone. Your child is in there, barely holding on to life because of me. The walls begin to close in on me, and my eyesight darkens. My heart feels as if it will bang out of my chest. I hear it thump, thump, thumping in my ears. My pulse races faster and faster. I feel myself losing control. My body begins to tremble as a wave of nausea hits me. The world begins to spin around me, faster and faster in a dizzying oblivion. My eyes follow a trail of sweat that falls from my face and splashes heavily onto the ground. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My throat closes up and I feel like I will die at any given moment. All I can think of is panic. "Breathe," a voice says, sounding far away. "Breathe, for goodness sakes, breathe!" The voice sounds closer. I follow its instructions, taking big gulps of air. Slow, breathe slow. Listen to me. Inhale, exhale. I listen. My heart slowly slows down. My sense of panic lessens, and my breath begins to flow in its regular patterns. "I'm sorry," I whisper, unable to look either of them in the eye. "I wish I could take it back, but I can't. Oh, how I wish I could." A gentle hand rests on my shoulder. I look up. Icy blue air stare back at me. "Everything will be fine. My son is a fighter." We stay in the waiting room for hours. How many, I don't know. The light above the operation room stays lit the entire time. At this point, the boy's parents have gone to the hospital's cafe and eaten, but I stay rooted to my cold metal chair. Ages later, the doctor comes out with the verdict. We all stand, ready to hear the news. The operation room light is off now. He opens his mouth, and what comes out of it leads to more tears and runny noses. My heart stops. The invisible walls I've created over the years collapse as I drop onto my knees, head in my hands. I killed him. I killed Wyatt Eli Worthington Jr. and got out scotch-free. To me, though, I don't deserve it. I should be arrested, killed, slapped, punched, bit, anything. But I'm not. The Worthingtons shed plenty of tears because of me and now have to plan a funeral for their boy who was just so full of life. Yet they let me off because they saw how repentant I was. Because they somehow think I am a good person. How can they just let me off the hook like that? I killed their son. I am a murderer, undeserving of any mercy. My drive home is a long one. I don't turn on the radio and I drive slower than slow. When I enter the house, my boyfriend greets me with a huge smile, but drops it when he sees my expression. What happened? I fill him in on everything and let out everything I've been thinking about since the accident happened. Quill, how can I be a godparent when I can't even drive safely? Think of what would have happened if my godson was inside of the car, or out for that matter. How could I have been so negligent? I plopped down on the couch and let my head fall into my hands. 3 lives ruined because of me. What is wrong with me? I mutter. I am a terrible person. He sits down beside me and says, Don't say that. You're still an amazing person, awesome with kids, and a murderer, I shout, standing back up. You know that's what I am. You know that's what you want to say, but won't admit. I sink onto the floor. I can't believe I really killed someone. Someone who was so innocent, just a child. Not an act of vengeance, but of negligence. Even if his parents learn to forgive me, or already have, I can never forgive myself. How can I? I shake my head. Here I am, wallowing in self-pity while those wonderful people have just lost their son. My tear-brimmed eyes finally overflow and tears pull out of them. My boyfriend captures me in his arms, but his sweet cinnamon smell and warm body cannot bring me out of the rut I forever imprinted myself in. Okay, so, what do you think? Gotta know. Everyone who watches this, if you're not one of those silent people that just watches videos and doesn't do anything, please tell me what you thought in the comments. I really do aspire to be a writer one day, if not of my novels at least. Well, I mean, I guess I am technically a writer, an author, a published author one day. I think I want to mainly be a poet, but I like short stories, so I could put like a couple of vignettes and have a book. I don't know. So, it would really mean a lot if you would tell me what you thought of this. Have an author's note, because that was the end. I said, don't text and drive, and these are stats from a link that I put in the chapter. Texting while driving causes. Number 1, 1,600,000 accidents per year. Wait, that was right. Why did I say sorry? I don't know, sorry. Why am I asking you? You don't know the answers. Okay. 330,000 injuries per year, 11 teen deaths every day, and nearly 25% of all car accidents. And I posted this a while back. Yeah, this was in June of last year. So I don't know, the statistics are probably changed. I don't know how much. I guess I could look that up now. Let's see. Ooh, what the heck? Okay, let me see if I can. Hold on, wait. Don't I have an external link somewhere? Here we go, yep. It's in the external link. Let's see if it's been updated. Okay. I think this might have been an old one. Let's see. Ooh, sorry. Testing driving statistics 2018. Let's see. This one is from January 8th. And let's see. So, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 10% of all fatal crashes and 15% of all injury crashes were caused by distracted drivers. There were also 9% of drivers that were between the ages of 15 to 19 involved in fatal crashes and were distracted at the time of the accident. And just under 3,500 people were killed in distracted driving accidents in 2015, and another 391,000 were injured. There's a little article about how distracted driving affects the brain, the dangers of texting while driving versus drunk driving. I don't know how many people know this, but texting while driving can be just as dangerous or even more dangerous than driving while drunk. Well, driving while under the influence. So, there's one thing that says, one study found that distracted drivers experience a 35% decline in reaction time, whereas drunk drivers only experience a 12% decline. That's kind of a big gap right there, okay? They also found that distracted drivers are more likely to drift into another lane, change speeds, or abruptly slam on the slam the brakes than drunk drivers. Okay, so their goal of saying this thing was showing teens that distracted driving is more dangerous than drunk driving may help them understand how important it is to pay attention to the road. There's a little blurb about texting while driving laws and distracted driving and car insurance. Okay, and there's some more teens texting and driving facts and statistics. 94% of teens acknowledge that texting while driving is dangerous. 11 teens die every day as a result of texting while driving. I think that was the same as whenever that other one was from. Teen drivers are 4 times more likely than adults to get into car accidents while texting or talking on a cell phone. That's not to say that adults don't do it. They just more than likely have driven way longer than teens. Like, I can get my permit at 15 and 6 months, I think. Well, I could have gotten it since I'm 16 now, but I could have gotten my permit at 15 and 6 months. So I could have been on the road with my dad. And as soon as my 9 months of driving happened and I took the driving test, I could have been done. Like, I could have got my license and I could be on the road. So it's whatever, at that time, I'd be 16 and whoever cares months, and I'd be on the road. And if I took my phone and decided, hey, I'm going to use this right now, or hey, I got to text someone, or hey, someone texted me, so I'm going to answer it, then boom, I could have a car crash and I could kill myself, other people. Like, I already know texting while driving is dangerous. I don't see the purpose. Like, I'm not going to do that. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb, or set up those auto text message things where it sends your friends, hey, I'm driving. Like, it's not worth risking your life because you want to text on a cell phone. I mean, get a car with Bluetooth. Just do something. Like, you don't have to. If you're going to be on the phone, you might as well get an Uber or get a Lyft or whatever you want to do. You might as well walk, take the bus. Like, no, don't do this, because now you could just be killing someone simply because you couldn't just stop and do your job, just drive, and you decided, hey, I'm going to take this 10 seconds to go ahead and text on my phone. Freshman year, I had to read this book for my 21st century technology class that my school brought in from when my class came in. A Deadly Wandering, I think it's called. Wait, am I tripping? I'm gonna be confusing because we had so many books to read and there was just a lot going on. I think this is right. Yeah, okay. A Deadly Wandering by Matt Richtel. So, let's see. What the heck? I don't remember the blurb. Let's read something. Goodreads says, one of 2014's most original and masterfully reported books, A Deadly Wandering by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Matt Richtel interweaves the cutting-edge science of attention with the tensely plotted story of a mysterious car accident and its aftermath to answer some of the defining questions of our time. What is technology doing to us? Can our minds keep up with the pace of change? How can we find balance? Through Richtel's beautifully constructed narrative, a complex and far-reaching topic becomes intimate and urgent, an important call to re-examine our own lives. On the last day of summer, an ordinary Utah college student named Reddy Shaw fatally struck 2 rocket scientists while texting and driving along a majestic stretch of highway bordering the Rocky Mountains. Richtel follows Reggie from the moment of the tragedy through the police investigation, the state's groundbreaking prosecution — at the time there was little precedent to guide the court — and ultimately Reggie's wrenching admission of responsibility. Richtel parallels Reggie's journey with leading-edge scientific findings regarding human attention and the impact of technology on our brain, showing how these devices, now thoroughly embedded in all aspects of our lives, play to our deepest social instincts and prey on parts of the brain that crave stimulation, creating loops of compulsion, even addiction. A propulsive read filled with fascinating scientific detail, riveting narrative tension, and rare emotional depth. A Deadly Wandering is a book that can change and save lives. So, I'm not gonna lie, there were chapters where there were neurologists in there. And, wow, my phone, ooh, I messed up the stand. Okay, I'm almost done anyway. But, there's parts where, because we had to read, 6 to 8 chapters every night, and it was rough. So, I'm not gonna lie, I did skim through those neurologist chapters, but they were kind of interesting. There were studies of, people at parties. They just use so many different scenarios to talk about the same thing. They use driving simulations, and showed how people didn't even notice road signs. They didn't notice people around. They didn't notice other cars around them. If they were, like, they had so many simulations to like, show, hey, like, this is an actual problem. Human reaction time. You might think, oh, I was only on my phone for 5 seconds. Well, you only need 2 to get into an accident. Like, you only need 1. Like, it's just not something that needs to happen. If you're gonna text or drive, go, like, I mean, well, I'm not saying do it, but if you need to text someone that badly, text them before you get in the car. Text them before you get in the car. And then, if you really need to text them while you're driving, do it. Like, go into, like, a parking lot, or move to the side of the road if you can, sit there, text them, then say, okay, I gotta continue driving now, and get back on the road. It's like, wow, this one piece of hair. So, it's just something that could be so easily avoided. And I know it's tempting, because, like, everyone acts like they can't live if they don't have their cell phone at this point. And for me, at my age, it's very important to have a cell phone, because I might need to have, like, I need to hang out, FaceTime. I might need to call somebody. I mean, because people getting crazy out here. Well, they've been crazy, but now they're just openly crazy. They're getting craftier, and I'm not trying to get snatched. So, need this phone right now. But while you're driving, focus on driving. Listen to music. Like, you don't need to be doing all this extra stuff. Save life. Save your own life. And here's the 2 more statistics. 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the U.S. is caused by texting and driving. And cell phone use is highest among 16 to 24-year-old drivers. Yes, it probably is, because at that time, everyone cares about everything for no apparent reason and wants to know about their appearance, wants to be connected, and they don't know that, hey, people suck. And guess what? If you're going to be on there worrying about who the person that Snapchatted you were and trying to keep up with the streak, or trying to see how many likes you got on Instagram, or whatever you're trying to do on your phone, or texting on your phone, you just let it go. Like, it's not that serious. You have people that are already around you. You don't need... It's cool to be in touch with other people online. It really is. But not at the expense of others' lives and your own, because it's really not that important. You hitting someone and them losing their life is not less important than you going on Instagram and seeing who just DM'd you. Or, I mean, because it's not social media's fault. We can't blame it on social media. Yes, technology is advancing. Yes, that might be a bad thing. But it's our faults for not adapting to it. Because we know, there's statistics. We know, like, hey, you could get distracted while texting. I mean, just take in a regular conversation. If you go to lunch with 5 friends and you try to talk, they might not be paying any attention, or their responses may be really delayed. You'll be like, so what do you want to order? On their phone. What was that? Or 5 minutes go by. Oh, I want like, you can tell already that people get distracted. Just don't do it while driving. It's not worth it. It's really irresponsible, and it's a mess. That's what I was trying to convey in my story. I wanted to show, like, I don't believe that people that do this and have accidents, I don't believe they're horrible people. They could be the nicest person in the world, and they just got distracted. And they made a mistake, and they need to own up to the mistake and realize, okay, I did this, and now I'm going to have to live with that. And now whoever just lost that person that you hit, they'll have to live with it too. And I think they should be forgiven. It would be hard. Like, if I had a kid, not now, no. If I had a kid, or my little brother, and he wasn't even in the wrong, he was, like, on the sidewalk, just trying to walk home or something, and he gets hit because someone got distracted and went onto the sidewalk, I'd be pretty upset, because that's my little brother, that's my kid. He just died. Or she just died. I mean, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be like, oh, thank goodness, they're dead. No, I would be shocked. I'd be crying. It would be a very traumatic experience, and I'd be very upset. But eventually, I'd have to forgive them. I'd probably forgive them, and I'd be like, that was a horrible, horrible mistake that you did, and it cost me my my child's or my sibling's life, but I know you didn't mean it. Well, I hope you didn't mean it. I mean, if you did mean it, then you suck. Go away. But I know you didn't mean to hurt anyone, because these people, I assume, they don't have the intention of hurting anyone. They just become distracted, and they let their distractions guide them instead of keep pushing away those distractions. Like, turn your phone all the way off. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Wait till you reach your destination. Like, you don't need to be on your phone while you're driving. It's just really pointless. I mean, if you're using the GPS, okay, cool, but, like, that's why the thing talks to you. Voice navigation. Your phone doesn't have that because you jacked your phone up. That's your fault. Fix your voice navigation, because looking down at it could cost you a life. You might not be able to get to your destination, and you could stop someone else from getting to theirs. Like, it's really just, there's no point. Even if it just caused an accident, it could be serious injuries that could lead to a person's death, serious injuries that can impair a person so much that they're just not the same as before, ever again, or it could kill them, or it could kill you. Like, I keep saying like, I'm so sorry. You just really don't need to do it. It's really not that important. It's not that deep. Just chillax. Okay, so this is really, really long. I don't know who's going to really be sitting here and listening to me. If you are still here, you're a real one. And like it if you liked it. I don't know. Or tell me in the comments if you want me to do a lot more things talking. Things talking. That sounded so awkward. But, you know, I mean, I can just talk. I could give advice. I could get on here and just be random. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna do it anyway, so might as well tell me what to talk about and what to do. I can do story times. Got a lot of interesting stories in my life. Got empowering ones, ones that just leave you like, what? And funny ones, goofy/silly ones, sad ones. I mean, there's so many things I could talk about. So I'm gonna exit this now. I'm gonna stop the video. Is my eye still lazy? Dude, it won't go back. Okay, wait, I got it. For now. Okay. It went back. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, bye.